To have you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Well, we'll be taking you around the world of sport on the show. A lot of activities in the world of sport. And to let you know that the Big Soccer Super 4 ended over there in Kaduna. I'll be having the coordinator of Nigerian Big Soccer League will be joining us from Kaduna there. Mahmoud Adeji will be joining us any moment while we're waiting for him to actually link with us from Kaduna. Quickly, we run through some stories that we have for you. Well, we know that Team Nigeria will be traveling to the Olympics, and right now, as we speak, we have the Team Nigeria kits actually is ready, and yesterday the minister handed over the entire Team Nigerian kit to the team. That's the NOC, for the fact that they will be the one to hand the entire team over there in France, Paris 2024 Olympics. There. Let's start with the first story. ENOH charges Team Nigeria to fly high at Olympics. Hand over Team Nigeria to NOC. Well, right now, Team Nigeria, they are battle ready. They want to move to the Olympics, and they are ready. But the fact that their kit is also unveiled, and the entire team handed over to NOC, Nigeria Olympic Committee, is actually the full meaning of NOC there. Well, for Team Nigeria, according to the minister, he said they are battle ready. They want to see them get to the podium, winning gold, silver, and also bronze medal for Nigeria. Well, during that particular handing over of Team Nigeria, and also the launch of the kits, let's have a short clip of that video of what happened there. To actually come up, we talk about this ENOH charges Team Nigeria to fly high. With Olawale Peter is in the studio with us. Good to have you.
Thank you, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here. It's one thing to charge, it's another thing to prepare. I think we have a long way to go when it comes to preparation for the Olympics. That's the truth. And the competition will commence July 25th, and today is 9th of July. And we've not really done anything per se. It was yesterday that they're just handing over to the NOC, National Olympic Committee. Other countries, some of them, they're already in camp. And if you look at the trajectory of this competition since 1952, that Nigeria has been participating, that's 72 years till date. We've participated on 17 editions. This will be our 18th edition. It's only in 1976 that we failed to qualify. And what have we achieved? 27 medals in total between 1952 up to the last Olympic. We've only won 27 medals altogether. We won only 3 gold medals. Our best outing has been Atlanta 96, when we won 2 gold medals, 1 silver, and 3 bronze, 6 medals in a competition. And we're talking about the abundance of human talent and resources that we have in this country. What stops us from having an Olympic village where before the competition they will camp everybody that is going to represent the country, get them prepared locally. During the Olympics is when you discover local talent and you mix them with the experienced one that you have. But we don't do that in this country. We only wait for the last minute, I'll be saying we are charging them. Charging them with what? With word of mouth. You don't prepare, you don't train them, you don't give them the necessary exposure, experience they need, and you'll be telling them to go and do it. Yes, we have the individual brilliancy, but definitely the government needs to do more than charging and talking. How can you be participating in an Olympic for over 72 years and you have only 27 medals altogether to show for it? And that is a medal that some countries in a particular tournament they can win.
Anyway, I know you have a lot to say concerning that right now. Well, we're talking about Team Nigeria and to the Olympics, and just a short glimpse of that particular clip there. Then we'll be from there. We are joining Mahmoud Adeji, that is Mahmoud Adeji, the president of African Big Soccer and also coordinator of Nigeria Big Soccer League. But before then, let's quickly have a clip of Team Nigeria kit being launched and also handing over to the NOC.
We have athletes who have dressed up in these kits, and we are going to parade, and we are going to see all of these. We have athletes who have dressed up, and we'll see every single item here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, there is no way to say the fact that, I mean, these kids will not be kids without making sure that every athlete and every official is going to have a set of displays. I mean, and I think that, you know, after this, and we've left where we're standing, everybody's free to come and take a closer look at these kids. The quality is up. The quality is representative of our country. And I think that we are hopeful that our sportsmen and women that wear them are fired on to success by this quality and by this support. Thank you.
We'll see, be coming back to that particular video so that Olawale Peters can actually have a justice on it. But right now, let's quickly dash to Kaduna State, where we'll be having the coordinator of Nigerian Big Soccer League. The Super 4 just ended some days ago, and we have the president of African's Big Soccer League, association rather, who right now joining us. Mahmoud Adeja is there. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, very good Monday morning to you guys.
Actually, it's Tuesday morning anyway. Okay, well, talking about big soccer, the Super 4 just ended in Kaduna State. And like I recall, you said it's going to be an improved one. Really, we saw a lot of improvement in that particular big soccer Super 4 in Kaduna State. First of all, take us through briefly what went through the ups and downs of that particular competition in Kaduna State.
Okay, thank you very much for having me. I would like to start by saying the Nigeria Beach Soccer League, has really grown over the years since when we started in 2021. It's been consistent, and we've seen a lot of improvement, I would say, from the organization, to the teams, to the quality of play. To the officiating in several aspects. We've seen it really grow, and I think this is one of the best, if not the best, Super 4 we've had. The Kaduna State government, led by His Excellency Senator Obasani and his team, has really done well hosting this event for the past couple of days here in Kaduna. And I think the whole world has witnessed what has happened in Kaduna. And I think it was a really interesting beach soccer promotion, I would say, for Nigeria, So I think for us, the organizers, we're really happy, with what has happened. And also the teams have really appreciated everything that has gone through. We keep telling people that beach soccer is on the rise in Nigeria. And I believe this Super 4 has really shown the quality and the growth of beach soccer in Nigeria.
Okay, a big one there coming from Mahmoud Adeji there. Well, at least beach soccer is improving in Nigeria, and we can see that it has a testament of what has been shown on TV there. And now, talking about the growth of this sport, we noticed that Kebbi State, 2 teams came from Kebbi, one from Anambra, and then the one from Kaduna State, that's Kada Star. And now, that's 4 for the Super 4. What's your management doing to see how this particular big soccer really get to move around Nigeria in the recent times?
Well, I think is currently happening. I must say, if you look at the Anambra team, this is the first time, having this beach soccer league, and I could remember in the second round of the league, we went to Nnewi in Anambra State, which was the first time the beach soccer was going to the southeastern part of the country. And we've seen a lot of places in Abia, in Akwa Ibom, in other places like Bayelsa. The beach soccer is, really making inroads. So for us, I think it's a gradual process, but we're looking, now that we have the Nigerian Football Federation fully involved, I believe by next year we should be having, more teams participating in the league. But look, it's not about having a large number of teams at the end of the day. We need to get it right. If these teams are coming, they need to be ready, to have a proper structure, because we have a club licensing structure at the Nigeria Beach Soccer League, which you must meet before we can allow you to participate, because that is what is going on around the world. And I'm glad to say that this club licensing system we have is one of the best in the world. We're one of the few countries to adopt this club licensing for beach soccer. So we need to get it right. That is what is important. But again, it's open for other teams, serious teams that want to join. As you have seen, the teams this time around went home with cash prizes and also a lot of gifts. So we're seeing, like I said, value coming into the Nigeria Beach Soccer League. And to cap it up, we have the Super Sand Eagles back now. So if you're a beach soccer player and you're quite good, you can have that opportunity from the Beach Soccer League, to represent your country. What more can a player ask for at the end of the day? So I think by next season we'll see more improvement, because I keep saying there's always room for improvement, in the league.
Okay, well, we're looking towards improvement in the league. Mahmoud Adeja has been with us talking about the Super 4 of the Nigerian Big Soccer League. Now, let's talk about support or promotions from the private sector, because we noticed that during that particular league, we saw a lot of company banners supporting the NBSL. How is it going now? Is it getting better that a lot of private sector actually ready to also support the growth or development of big soccer in Nigeria?
Well, thank you very much for that question. I think I must use this opportunity to really commend the corporate organizations, that supported the Beach Soccer League, even from inception. You will all recall, before we started this Beach Soccer League, we've been doing a lot of competitions around the country. If you go to places like Kebbi, almost year in, year out, we have like 2-3 programs being organized, and in places like Lagos, and also in Kaduna, in Niger, and in so many other places. Now, like I said, we have the likes of Anambra and Akwa Ibom. So we've been organizing this tournament. So when we all came together to start the Nigeria Beach Soccer League, we already had partners, let me say partners that were developmental partners that were ready, to support the Nigeria Beach Soccer League. And other corporates now, have taken notice and have seen the potential of the beach soccer. We keep, saying that beach soccer is the big platform globally. I could recall the Kebbi Beach Soccer Club, that represented Nigeria and Africa sometime last year in Italy for the World Winners' Cup. They got support from the Wakot Rice Limited in Kebbi State, full support. So if we're having this support at the moment, I think it's a good thing. I must make mention the Kaduna State government and Kebbi State government, who have been very, very consistent in terms of their support. But we can always improve on this, because the more support we get, the more the league grows, the more support the teams get. And we can always do much more than what we're doing. But kudos must go to the corporates, and particularly also the media who have been very, very supportive.
Okay, good one there. And lastly, on the show, you mentioned this, the Super Sand Eagles, and it's really getting closer now where they will play in the Continental. They are back, and Nigerians are happy that eventually, at least, we are going to be seeing our Super Sand Eagle stars playing for Nigeria in big soccer. So what's the preparation like now ahead of this competition?
Well, I can actually see the smile talking about the Super Sand Eagles on your face. Yeah, look, I think all Nigerians are really excited about this news. Kudos must go to the Nigerian Football Federation, for keeping to their word. Particularly this new administration of President Ibrahim Musa Gusau, who said from the beginning, look, we must develop football across all sector, you know. And we're really glad and excited that the Super Sand Eagles are back, you know, and having this Super 4 at this critical stage when we're going into the qualifier I think is part of the best preparation that we can get, you know, because the players are fit, the players are, you know, into the mood of beach soccer, you know. So it's just we're just waiting, you know, to have the team go into camp hopefully in the next few days. The Kaduna State government have already said, look, we're ready to camp and also host these qualifiers. You know, so I think we have the best facilities here in Kaduna that can host major tournaments, you know. So I think it's all looking good, and we're looking very confident in terms of this qualifier. Even though, let me say, just a caution, we saw Mauritania play against the mighty Senegal and beat Senegal just a few days ago in a friendly game before losing the second game, you know. So it goes to show that Mauritania also has good quality. So they should not be taken for granted. Nigeria must all rally behind the Nigerian Football Federation and the team, you know, so that we can have this positive support going into the qualifiers. But I'm very confident with the boys, you know, we have at the league if we give them the right support.
Okay, a big confidence coming from Mahmoud Adejia, coordinator of Nigeria Beach Soccer League, also double as African Beach Soccer Association president. Good to have you on the show once again. Thank you so much for that update.
Thank you for having me once again, my brother. Okay,
a good one there. Yes, we just spoke with Mahmoud Adeja there. Well, hopefully Super Sand Eagles will actually do us proud by the time they travel to Nouakchott, where they'll be facing a lot of teams in that African Beach Soccer Nations Cup that will be coming up. And we believe that they will do according to him. And also updates concerning the Beach Soccer Super 4 that ended in Kaduna State, and to the entire support coming the way of Beach Soccer in Nigeria. Well, away from that, let's come back to what we were discussing earlier on before we join Kaduna State. Let's talk about our team Nigeria. Yes, they are traveling to Paris and they'll be going for the gold, the silver, the bronze of this world. And just the video we were seeing where the Minister of Sport Development handed that team over to the ENOH and also the kits that will be using at the camp. Well, maybe you just have a continuation of that. You can see that particular one there. Our team Nigeria, NOC president is there, the Minister of Sport, and some of the athletes that will be going to Paris, where they were exchanging the handing over and all that. But from your analysis, it don't seem so. It's okay. As a Brume there displaying. Okay, let's have this quickly. Let's just have as a Brume in the jiffy. Well, Team Nigeria there with their kids going to the Olympics, and you saw S.A. Brume there, our long jumper will be doing us proud there. Hopefully, that song will be coming to the ear of Nigerians by the time we begin the Olympics actually starts in Paris. Well, you saw that clip, and Team Nigeria are ready for France.
Yeah, I saw the fashion parade. Yes, let me call it that way. While other countries, other nations are ready, doing the business, as in getting prepared for the business of the Olympic, we are here doing celebration as if we are going for fashion parade. This is not something that we need right now. That's the honest truth. I'm not saying we should not launch a new kit, but most of this ceremony is not what we need. What we need is to make sure that we equip the athletes that are going. We have about 82 contingents that are representing Nigeria in 11 different games. Over 34 of them are athletics. So that shows that we have to concentrate a lot on all these track events. So what have we really done? We've not really done anything, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't think this is really needed. It's more of a waste of public fund, as far as I'm concerned. The money should have been channeled into other activities. There's unconfirmed reports that the amount allocated or budgeted for this event to cater for the 82 athletes that will be going, talking about the NOC people that will be going, the media and whatever, is just 1.2 billion naira. Why during the last AFCON, over 2 billion were allocated? So you look at the difference. We're talking about having over 82 athletic contingent that will be representing in 11 different sports, not only one. So that shows that we are not really giving the needed attention that is needed for the Olympic. That's the truth. Like I told you earlier on, before we went on break. On the break, we've been participating for 72 years. All we can show for it is 27 medals. Only 3 gold medals. We won 2 at Atlanta 1996. That's Choma Jungwan and the Golden Boys, the likes of Kano Wankwaku. The dream team, rather. Then the following year also, we won another. Apart from that, what have you really have to show for this? So to me, I don't think we really need this. Sincerely, we have to go back to the grassroots. And for you to do very well in Olympics, you have to be local breed. Almost 80% of them have to be local breed. You meet them with the professional ones that plying their trade outside the country. What stops us from having an Olympic village in this country? Olympic village is the infrastructure that you needs to put in place as a federal government. Anytime Olympic is coming on, a month or 2 months before that time, put them there, let them start the preparation, get whatever you need to, the people you need to get to come and start training them, preparing their mindset. So we're not doing that. But the only thing we are doing is we're doing ceremony, we are doing fashion parade, move left, move right. We don't need that. That's the truth.
From what you are saying, that's all we need now is to seriously focus in getting the athletes the right avenue for them to train well and also move straight down to wherever they are camping, then to France.
Okay, now let me put this to you. How many countries have you seen doing what we're doing?
Maybe someone actually done it, but we didn't.
No, how many? How many? They are not doing this. And that's the truth. And look at the time we have now. So this is not the time for us to start. Today is 9. 25th. So how many weeks? So by now they should have been in a camp or somewhere. And
some are in camp already. We know that Super Falcons are in camp. We know that some wrestlers. We know that some weightlifters. Maybe you call me their media officer now.
Okay, now you're talking about the Super Falcons and in camp. Whatever happens to the Super Falcons, they're only getting 1 medal. 1 gold.
Let's assume. Let's say they are going to win.
I'm not saying gold. I say medal. So because it may be gold, bronze, or silver.
I'm calling it gold. I'm calling it gold.
And we are playing against the likes of Brazil. We're in the same group with the likes of Brazil,
of course,
Spain, and Japan. So sincerely, we need to take sports as a business in this country. We need to take it very serious because we have a lot that we can gain from this sporting event than what we are really getting. But the good thing is that we as Nigerians, we are made to survive when the condition is even more difficult. I'm so confident that we're coming back with medals. But whatever we achieve is not because the federal government have done something fantastic through the Minister of Youth, Sport and Development, but because the athletes themselves, they want to make themselves proud, they want to make the country proud, they are dedicated, they are committed, and they have what it takes. So that is why we are going to get what I think we're really going to get.
Okay, we've been talking concerning Team Nigeria going to the Olympics, where the kits actually was launched yesterday, and also the handing over of that team. But allow Lepitas not to amuse with that particular display there. Well, according to him, he wants Team Nigeria to be more serious and more focused for us to be on the podium finish over there in Paris. Still talking about the Paris Olympics, we quickly look at some Nigerians, they are wrestlers who are right now, they've been at least earmarked for this competition. Obrodudu Adekure, 4 others for Paris 2024 Olympics. In wrestling, we'll be having 6 wrestlers representing Nigeria there. 5 of them are actually women, and then we have 1 male. Well, if you can have that team Nigeria wrestlers for the Olympics, 5 female and 1 male wrestlers. Well, Brodudu Adekure is part of it. We have Esther Kolawole also making that particular team, while the only male that's Uchwa actually making it there. Well, for all the 6 that will be going to the Olympics there, hopefully they will do us proud in this competition that is coming up. Obrodudu's there, 68 kilogram category, Odwan Adekure, Hannah Ruben, Christiana Ogusoya, Esther Kolawole, Ashton Mutua in men's freestyle wrestling, 125 kilogram category. They're going to be coached by Victor Kodei, Purity Ako, and Happiness Buruto, who are the 3 coaches that will be making the coaching crew for the 6 athletes, or rather wrestlers, that are representing us there. 5 female and 1 male in 68, 57, 76, 53, 62, and 125 kilogram men's freestyle wrestling over there in France.
Yeah, Blessing Borodudu she's going back there with the experience. She has won medal before. Then also Odwaye Adekure also. She's also going there with the experience. It's going to be her 3rd appearance. So those that are going with the experience, I'm sure they have 1 or 2 things to give to those that are going for the first time.
We have debutants like
yes. So they'll go in there and give them the experience that is really needed. So as far as I'm concerned, like I said earlier on, these are the people that we have hope in, that they can go in there and win something for the country. Blessing Obrodudu, probably this time around she's going to move from the bronze that she won to silver, or who knows, maybe from that bronze she'll jump to gold. But I know she's coming back home with a medal.
Well, hopefully Team Nigeria will do well in wrestling. We have 6 of them representing us there. We wish them the best. And also talking about Team Nigeria now, we are moving away from wrestling. Let's talk about football. And this time around, we have our star player, African Footballer of the Year for Women, Asisat Oshoala. As we speak right now, she's on her way to join our team over there in Spain. But our team, Bay FC, Bay Football Club over there in the United States of America, sent forth Oshoala, all the players that will be going for the Olympics. You can see them with their flowers being sent forth by that team. At least they deem it fit to celebrate all their players. About 3 of them will be moving straight down to the Olympics in Paris. But right now, we do need to look at our own. Oshoala being called up, and now she'll be joining the remaining part of Super Falcons, our team, celebrating her there.
Yeah, a good one for Asisat Oshoala. So that means they are wishing her luck even before the competition, and that shows that she's someone that they valued a lot and they know her worth. Then also for the team, for having the African
Player of the Year
among your team, it's a morale booster. So it's something that is going to ignite a lot of positive emotion among the players and the team. But we shouldn't forget, the last time that they participated in the Olympics was 16 years ago. So this time around, they should try as much as to focus. They shouldn't believe in the likes of, we are playing with Brazil. The Brazil female team is different from their male team. Spain, their male team is different from their female team. The Japan, we know
very
fast. They have the pace, but we too, we have what it takes. We have the experience, because the squad that are going is a mixture of both the young and the old ones, because you can't miss it out when you are doing the Olympics. So as far as I'm concerned, I think the only hope, the first hope we have in winning medals is from our female team. Let's see what they can do. Oshoala going there, I'm sure she really wants to carry all the shoulders. All the loads on her shoulder to see how she can move Nigeria forward.
Well, talking about Super Falcons there, they are training camp over there in Sevilla. They will be playing a friendly against Canada before they jet out to Paris, France. Well, this is where they actually lodge in Sevilla. It's a town rather very close to Sevilla there. For them training, they want to make sure they do well ahead of the keep fit before the Olympics start. Our ladies are there trying to at least get themselves ready for this competition. We wish them the best. They are yet to actually win this. We know that we had our male team doing that in 1996, and right now we want to see our ladies doing us proud. A very good environment, the serenity of that environment. At least let's see how they will do. Hopefully, the Super Falcons will do well, and look at the fact that the ladies, for the fact that they are battle ready for this, the entire team will come together and do us proud over there in France. We wish Super Falcons the best. The Olympic team for Nigeria as they prosecute their game against Brazil, Japan, and Spain in the group stage of the competition. Now, we leave that alone. Let's come back to Nigeria as we talk about Nigerian football. We know that recently a lot of Nigerian players have been moving to even Benin Republic, Sudan, Somalia, Zambia, Kenya, Tunisia. But right now, one man who just moved to Benin Republic as a coach is actually telling the truth that he's not too happy that Nigerians are now moving around Africa. Well, it's not too good for our football. Let's look at that story. MPFL players moving to other leagues in Africa. Not good for Nigerian football. Samson Emmanuel speaking concerning this.
Yeah, I agree with him. I agree with him. It's not good for our football development. It's not good at all. And we'll continue to talk about the best time of our Super Eagles. And that was between 1989 to 1996 or 1997. Most of the players are home-based players before they got the opportunity to play outside the country. And if you are a nation and you so much depend on your professional footballers, take it or leave it, you will never be successful. It will be very hard for you. Now let's take a look at the Brazilian teams. When Brazil was Brazil, most of their players are from their local teams, Flamingos. Most of them.
Sao Paulo, Corinthians.
That is where they came from. Majority of them, let me say over 70 or 80% of them. But the moment they started migrating outside Brazil to Europe, especially to England, you can see Brazil. Look at what happened to them at the ongoing Copa America against Uruguay. So that is what is happening to us also as a country. If we don't develop our football locally, it will be difficult for us. Look at Morocco that got to the semi-final, the last edition of the World Cup. It's because of the football development they have in their country. Look at Egypt. Look at the North African, for example. When it's come to club competition in Africa, they will continue to dominate. The only competitor they are having is from the South Africa. Remember the Sunday and Co. And because of the money that they too they invested in it. So if you look at the budgets that were allocated to the sport ministry, 34.6 billion. Where would that go to? NFF, NLO, Ministry of Sports. It will not take us to anywhere. Football is a business on its own that we need to really spend a lot of money on. So if the play, okay, now we have some players in this country. I'm being sincere with you here, that they pay them as low as 80 or 120,000 naira per month as a player in this country. So where would that take them to? And you have an opportunity, imagine, it's an insult to us as a country. We have to go to Somalia, Rwanda,
Benin
Republic, Togo, Congo.
The coach was even saying about 30 players were ready to follow him to Benin Republic. He had to use his head that, no, this is too much.
This is too much. So what are we now talking about? Until we go back to the drawing board, go back to the situation where we allow the private individual to come in. We'll continue to talk about 3 stationary stores. Abiola Babes, Inwanyawu, Concord,
Mrs. Lion
of Boko. We'll continue to talk about those days that you allow people. We've said it here on the show, and we'll continue to hammer on it. Why don't we have a policy that the old or the stake of government, state government, on each club in the country is reduced to barest minimum of 10%?
Let it be privatized.
You now privatize it, just like they did for the banking consolidation in 2004 thereabouts. Remove the old of government. They have a lot to do than to be focusing on the sport development. Let's say that, okay, for Kano players now, what is Kano state government should have there should be 10%. Now privatize it. Go to Lagos. Go to anywhere. Look at most of the performing teams that we have in our local leagues now. How many of them are state government owned? Except the state that they are getting a lot of money from federal government, from FAC. The likes of River State. Look at Raymond Stars. It's owned by an individual. So I think we should have that policy also. That will really help to develop not only the game, but develop our economy. But that is when you see people every Saturday, every weekend, going to the stadium to watch the match. Why did they want to go? Because they have a conducive environment. The stadia are very okay because each team are expected to have their own stadium. So that is what we need to go into. Everything still fall under the purview of the Ministry of Sport, and that's why they call it Sport and Development. So you have to develop it. But if you continue doing like this, seriously, I feel sorry for what will happen to us in the next 1 or 2, 3 years.
Hopefully we'll get it right. Nigerian Premier Football, a lot of these players are actually moving across Africa, Zambia, Benin Republic, Togo, just to get a better option of playing football. Well, still talking about Nigerian football right now. One of those days that Yimba really shone like a million stars for Nigeria. They won it back-to-back, talking about CAF Champions League. A coach who has actually been able to see it all with Raymond Stars, Ogumodede says, well, for now, no MPFL, no Nigerian club can match what Eyimba did. And truly, looking at the way it is right, he says for now, no Nigerian club can match Eyimba's Champions League feat now. Raymond Stars coach.
I agree with him 100%. No, none can match for now until we do what I just finished talking about.
Should I add even the Eyimba itself?
Even the Eyimba, yeah, they can. Because, the reason why they won it in 2004 and 2005 back-to-back is because, they won it 2004 and they won it back 2005, so back-to-back. So the reason why they won it, it's because they have a sport-loving governor.
Oji Zokalu.
His Excellency Oji Zokalu. He spent money. He has passion for football. He goes to their training. He watch all their matches. Their stadium, anytime they are playing home and away, you see them going in there. So that is what we really need. We don't have a governor that has that passion again. I will tell you the truth. No governor in this country that has passion for football the way His Excellency Oji Zokalu had passion for him. But how many of them have gone to the stadium to watch their team playing? How many of their commissioner of sports has gone to the stadium? How many of their aides have gone to the stadium to watch? That is what we are talking about. That's passion. There's difference between you have passion for something and you are spending money for something. If you are spending money for something that you don't have passion for, it's a waste as far as I'm concerned. But if you have passion for it, it's only about money. It's because of the passion you have for it that will continue to drive the success. So I agree with him 100%. For us to get there, it will take a long time until we go back and study those clubs that are already successful and see how they are doing it, and we do the same thing. Or we have our own roadmap that we used to use before. Let's take the roadmap again and do the right thing.
Let's do the right thing. Coming from Olalifta and Ogumodede, they are still talking about Ogumodede. We look at the next story because the coaches of the Nigerian clubs that they mentioned, they need proper or improved salary. MPFL coaches deserve improved salary. He mentioned that here in Nigeria, maybe a coach is earning 500,000, and you see a club in Morocco, Egypt, Rwanda, South Africa getting to pay their coaches $10,000, $5,000, $15,000, and Nigerian coaches get, let's say, $1,000. There's no way you can match up the delivery of those coaches there and with us here.
Yeah, but if you don't increase our revenue, there's no way they can spend more because your expenses has to go pari passu with your income. So how can you increase your income when you didn't allow people that should run this business, to run the game of football as a business to come in? So where will you get the revenue from? We know what most of the governors are going through right now. So until we look into privatization of football in this country, before we can have all this set aside and do it the right way. How much is 500,000 with the Nigerian economy today? And I'm sure probably that includes a lot of benefits also. You have to travel from Maiduguri to Port Harcourt. Maybe you go by road. It's when you got there, you discover that there's no even accommodation for you. It is the hosting team that will now call you. I come now. They didn't book hotel for you. Don't worry, I will take care of you. They put you in a 3 or 4 star hotel, and we are going to refer the following day against another team, and they've already done this for you. So these are the things that we really need to look into to be sure that we do the right thing. But if you don't do it, But continue to lament.
No, I'm not the one lamenting. The coach, actually. I'm not a football coach. Anyway, we've been talking concerning MPFL, where one of the coaches is really making statements this morning on the show. But right now, let's talk about Super Eagles. They'll soon be playing the qualifier for AFCON 2025 and also the World Cup qualifier. But we are yet to have our substantive coach. The former defender of Super Eagles, Juwon Oshaniwa, urges NFL, Nigerian Football Federation, to appoint Super Eagles coach in order to have our players ready for September, October, and November matches.
Nigeria, my country.
This is July.
Nigeria,
we
my
have
country.
match by September. We don't know our coach up till now.
Not that we don't know. We don't have.
But I actually saw a particular news somewhere featuring that it's possible that Pizarro could be back.
Well, this is a country that anything is possible. That's the truth. And at times we don't appreciate what you have until you lose it. And it's so unfortunate that we are in this precarious situation. It's so unfortunate that the pride of Africa, the football giant of Africa, we're in this situation. We are more like a laughing stock when it comes to football now. Anybody that wants to play Nigeria, they have the confidence that they can beat or draw us, not that we can beat them.
The fear factor is gone.
It's really gone. Nobody respects us again. They don't even respect us as a country when it comes to football because of all this issue. Now you want to play a qualifier for the Nations Cup in September, and this is July. You don't have a coach to start with. So when are you going to appoint the coach? When will the coach get ready, acquainted with the players? I don't understand. We are not ready. We are not really ready, sincerely.
Super Eagles, we just hope that things will go well, because right now Eagles just have to get their acts together. They need a coach now to at least supersede, at least run through all the activities that have to do with that team ahead of the Nations Cup that will be starting in September. Well, because of our time, I'll just take you on Spain versus France. Tonight is the night. I know Spain is your team, but you are wearing the color of France. Maybe I should say I get to there.
Adeni.
That's my name. So,
okay,
you are wearing blue, but you are actually you are talking red.
You know, at times you can be white outside, but you are black inside. You can be black inside, but you can be white outside.
Automatically, you are.
You, for example, right now, it doesn't mean you don't have your own team, but you're not wearing their color. So tonight match is going to be very interesting. Like you said earlier on, Spain is my team because they are the best so far. They are the only team that have scored 11 goals and considered 2 goals. They are the only team that have won 5 matches from 5. Have won 5 matches from the 5 matches that they've played. They are the only team that played football, interesting football. France. They are in this semi-final, just like England. I don't know how they got there. France are yet to score an open goal from their 5 matches, either deflection or a penalty.
So, from the way it is, who is winning?
Well, without missing words, it is Spain.
Okay.
They are winning tonight.
Okay, our time is up there. We just have to go now. Lord has been with us. We also linked up with Mahmoud Adejia. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.